Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. Fantastic day for football here in KC, Kansas City, Missouri, and we're at legendary Arrowhead Stadium as the Chiefs take on the Saints. Number 6 is ready to kick this one downfield and get this game started. He kicks it high and long.
Kickoff return, 18 yards.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Passes it downfield. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Here's the pass. The catch is made.
That ball was just placed so perfectly in there. That makes it easy on a wideout.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Passing in the game. Set.
Well, they might not be breaking off any big gains, but you can see those offensive linemen still working hard down there.
Be patient out there. When they see an opportunity, that's when you attack. But don't force it.
Set.
Thomas picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
Everyone needs to stay focused here. Hold your blocks, run good routes, and make a good pass. You need to convert this.
Third and 5 right here.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Right.
The catch is made.
Did you see the accuracy on that one? Wow. He just didn't have very much room at all to work that one in there, but he made a perfect throw.
Running out of time.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time, and this offense keeps this drive alive. 3 first downs now on this one.
On the 23-yard line.
Hey. Set.
It's tipped away. Great defense. Colston was the intended receiver on the play.
Yeah, sometimes those tip balls end up being tipped up in the air, and that's what defenses really feed on, those tip drills.
Gets it away. The catch is made.
Anderson with the reception. 1st down on the play.
It's 1st down and goal.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
Nearly picked off. He should have had that one.
And the quarterback's happy that all he did was break up that play. I thought that was going to get picked.
2nd and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line.
Going for the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, this defense just looked off balance this entire series. Great play calling all the way down the field and finally get rewarded with a touchdown strike.
Set.
The extra
Hartley
point attempt
puts
is
it
good.
through, and it's a 7-point game. Number 6 looks ready to send it deep.
Lawrence back deep to return.
He got all of this one, a high, deep kick. Lawrence gets the ball at the center.
Now it's their turn to do something on offense. Down by a touchdown early, but these guys have the kind of offense, as we well know, that they can score at any time.
And the ball on the 24-yard line.
Set. Three.
He's going deep. It's complete for a big gain.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks that would have come off of that receiver on that play. But he stayed with him, he read the defense, and he knew his arm strength was going to make the difference. What a beautiful throw.
Red. 58.
And he breaks it for a big gain and the first down.
Yes, sir. He really found a nice hole, was able to exploit it for a good gain. They're going to have to do a better job getting in those running lanes if they're going to stop him consistently.
He's got room on the right side.
Everybody knows that, but a tough running game will help your passing attack be even more effective.
Second and goal now.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Flag throw by
Personal
the official,
foul.
but I think
Face
this
mask
one's
on the defense. Automatic.
And the
First
defense
down.
gives up some free yards to the offense.
And Gus, I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties. You know, it's an offense, you get a chance to make up for it. On defense, though, usually it's big yardage and automatic first downs.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. Number 76, still first down.
And it will come back. Penalty on the offense.
One thing we've learned about this defense, it's hard enough to move the football against them. You cannot help them with these penalties.
Charles picks up a yard on the play.
1-yard gain on the play.
This is a good one to call.
7 yards for the touchdown.
Ball on the 7-yard line.
Here comes the heat. Passes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Number 6 adds the extra point.
Kansas City is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
It's a long, high kick. Thomas fields it at the 3. They couldn't stop them from getting into the end zone the last time out. First down and 10.
Start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Fires it deep down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. Holston was the intended receiver.
On the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Going up top towards the right. The catch is made.
Savvy little move that time by the receiver to pick up the first down.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Set. Hut.
He's got room on the right side. He didn't get back to the line.
Look at the speed on the defensive side of the ball. And it is the defensive linemen and the linebackers that have been hustling and flying all over the field today.
Set. Hut.
Loads up. Looking to his right. The catch is made. And this one might be on the defender. Here's the call.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 44, first down.
First down and goal. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick.
Well, he really made about half a play on that, but that one should have been intercepted.
2nd and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Yeah, give the offensive
Saints.
line a little credit. They created the initial hole, but after that, it was all running back. That's the reason this guy is so popular in this league.
Set. Hut.
Hartley drills the PAT, and now it's a 7-point game. Number 6 gets set to kick it away.
Lawrence back deep to return.
He kicks it high and low. Lawrence fields it at the 3.
Down on the score, you know the offense has their eyes set on trying to put some points on the board with this one.
They'll
First
take
down,
over at the
10 to go.
26-yard line. 1st and 10.
He's got room on the right side. At the 40, at the 50, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And you really have to put a run like that in perspective because these defensive players are fast, especially those guys in the secondary, and they simply could not catch it.
The extra point to tie this game up. Number 6 ties it up with the point after.
Kansas City is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
He got all of this one, a high, deep kick. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series.
Thomas on the return.
Remember to roll your quarterback out occasionally. Those big defensive linemen will get worn out chasing him around on the field.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Set.
Looks to the right. He's going for it all. The catch is made.
Yeah, I think they need to start cheating.
First down on the play.
Nothing else is working on this guy. You got to go hold him, triple him, do something because he's tearing this defense up.
At the end of the first quarter, it's knotted up. The Chiefs, 14. The Saints, 14.
The teams are ready for the second quarter.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to
First
keep them
and
off
10.
balance on
Ball
passing
on
down.
the 25-yard line.
Set.
It is an incomplete pass.
The pass
Henderson
falls
was his intended target.
Anderson, the intended
Yeah, he
receiver,
got rocked
on
and the
play.
ball rolled. There was nothing left after that hit.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Set. Hot.
And he is drilled. What a hit.
On the
I
carry.
can tell you there's nothing more fun than playing offensive football when your offensive line is getting that kind of push.
Ball on the 18-yard
Ball
line.
on the 18-yard line.
And they'll be well short of a first down.
3-yard gain on the play.
Hartley can give this team the lead. The kick is good. Number 6 looks ready to send it deep.
Lawrence back to return.
It's a long, high kick. Lawrence gets it at the 2. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last drive.
Lawrence on the
A
return.
smart coach would call this defense.
It's 1st and
Will
10.
start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
He's looking to run. And it's a fumble. He picks it up.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Give this one a shot.
First down and 10.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Big hit there to bring him down. He's been able to make some nice plays so far. Let's hope he can carry this momentum into the second half. Now 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Handoff. Big opening to the left. Avoids the tackle. Stiff arm, and he's got room. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
The PAT is up and good. Number
Kansas City
6
is
gets
lined
set
up
to
on the
kick it
kickoff.
away.
Thomas back deep to return.
It's a long, high kick. Thomas will return it from the 9.
Kickoff return 19 yards. The
It's
Saints
1st
will
and 10.
start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Look out, heavy pressure on him. Misses the receiver, and it's incomplete.
The intended
Shockey
receiver
was
on
the
the play.
intended receiver on the
2nd and
play.
10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
He's looking over the top. Brings in the long bomb.
The
Anderson
guy
on the
wins, and he
reception.
understands
44
defenses,
yard
and he
gain on the play.
manipulates defenses.
1st and
He's
10.
so smart in
Ball
ball.
on the 29-yard line.
Throws the deep pass. The catch is made.
Not a lot of mystery in this offense.
Over
Is
the
there?
middle of the
They're
right.
going to
It is
give
a
it to
first
this
down.
wide receiver. They know what he's
First and
capable
goal.
of doing.
Ball
And
on
there
the
is some
1 yard line.
great communication going on, verbal and nonverbal, between the quarterback and the receiver out here in the first half.
He breaks through. That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. Thomas goes down after a gain of 2. Second and goal now.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Set. Hot.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Set. Hot.
The
The
extra point
PAT is up
is good.
and good. Number 6 looks ready to send it deep.
Lawrence back deep to return.
He got all of this one, a high, deep kick. Lawrence corrals the ball at the 5. The defense looks to rebound after that last effort when they allow a touchdown.
Now, a smart coach would call this defense.
It's first and 10.
Start the drive at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Yellow. 16.
And the pass is incomplete. Bo
pass.
was the intended receiver on the play.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
West green, baby. Set.
Under heavy pressure.
Well, it's becoming pretty obvious at this point that they're having trouble blocking this defensive line. Now you really don't have a choice. You have to go to 3 and 5-step drops, get that ball out of there quickly.
Greer, picked at the 30. He's in open space. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Yeah, especially because that guy was playing defense, and that guy not only will pick you off, but he'll put points on the board. What a play.
Set. Hot.
Hartley adds the extra point. Number 6 gets set to kick it away.
Lawrence back to return.
He kicks it high and long. Lawrence fields it at the 1. Avoids the tackle.
Kickoff return 18 yards.
Now
take
we
over
have a
at the
first down
19-yard line.
and 10 to
First
go.
and 10.
The catch is made at the 30, at the 40, at the 50. Oh, watch out. To the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It's not often that the defense looks defenseless, but they certainly did on that play. And let's give a little credit to the offensive line. He had the protection, and that was the difference.
Set. Hot.
Number 6 makes it a 3-point game.
Kansas City is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
It's a long, high kick. Thomas gets the ball at the 7.
Kickoff return 20 yards. Thomas on the
Be patient
return.
out there. When you see an opportunity, that's when you attack. But
New
don't
Orleans
force
will
it.
start the
First
drive
down,
at the
10 to go.
27-yard line. First and 10.
Set. Hot.
defense is trying to shut down the running game early to force them to pass. We'll see if it works, or whether or not they'll stay with it later in the game.
Now they're facing 2nd and 7. There's the deep throw. Meacham was the intended receiver.
17.
This is
The
a
intended receiver on the
Trust your
play.
quarterback to make a good throw here.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Set. Hot.
Intercepted at the 40.
Yeah, I just don't think he saw the coverage right on that one. There's no way you try and force that one in there if you understand what the defense is doing.
Ball
It's
on
got
the
to do it.
31-yard line.
Running out of time.
Man, those defensive lines just keep getting quicker and quicker. The quarterback had no chance whatsoever there. At least he was able to hold on to the ball.
The pass is tipped away. Chambers was his intended target.
Intended receiver on the play. 3rd and long. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Give me that go. Set. Rock out.
Misses the receiver, and it's incomplete.
Charles, the intended receiver on the play.
This is for the top.
Attempt the field goal.
And the kick is good. Number 6 looks ready to send it deep.
Thomas back deep to return.
It's a long, high kick. Thomas from his own 4.
Kickoff return 16 yards. New
Ball
Orleans
on the
will start
21-yard
the drive at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10.
Set. Hot.
There's the deep throw. The pass falls incomplete.
Anderson, the intended receiver on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Set.
The catch is made.
Nice job by the quarterback that time, recognizing the yard gains, getting the ball out of there, and picking up the 1st down.
They go to their hurry-up offense.
Set.
The pass is tipped away.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 30, 1st down.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
And Gus, I always thought defensive penalties were so much more deflating than offensive penalties. You know, as an offense, you get a chance to make up for it. On defense, though, usually it's big yardage and automatic
Ball
1st
on
down.
the 48-yard line.
Set. Hot.
Going for the home run. It's complete for a big gain. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Drew
Touchdown,
Brees
New
isn't a
Orleans.
very big guy. People tend to think he doesn't have great arm strength. He has plenty of arm strength to do anything.
Set. Hot.
The PAT is up and good. Number 6 gets set to kick it away.
Lawrence back to return.
He got all of this one, a high, deep kick.
Kickoff return 23 yards. Lawrence on the return.
This defense will stop him for sure.
The
First
Chiefs
down and
will
10.
start the drive at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
He's going to run with it. Kansas City calls a timeout.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
The catch is made. The Chiefs will take a timeout. And they'll have one timeout left.
Yeah, and this wideout really is something special. He's able to find the holes in the coverage. He gets good separation, and he has tremendous hands.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. Number 6 puts it through to tie the game.
Kansas City is lined up for the kickoff. Thomas back deep to return.
He kicks it high and long. Thomas from the 3-yard line.
Kickoff return 31 yards. Thomas
Look
on
for
the
the open
return.
guy out there and get it to him quickly.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
And the pass is incomplete. And I think they might
Pass
have
interference
gotten
on the
an interference.
defense. Number 29, first down.
This one goes against the defender.
You know, there's no such thing as a good penalty, but I really can't blame the defender there. He's trying to go for the ball. He makes a move, and he happens to run through the receiver at that point. Sometimes it just happens.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Two balls.
Set, hut,
He loads up for the deep throw. The catch is made. New Orleans calls a timeout. And they've got 2 timeouts remaining. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
set, hut.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Set, hut.
And the point after is good. Number 6 looks ready to send it deep. They'll try a squib kick. Lawrence fields it at the 1. And as we head to halftime, the Saints 45, the Chiefs 38.
Kansas City 38. We're ready to begin the
Number 6 gets set to kick it away. He got all of this one. A high, deep kick. Lawrence takes off from the goal line.
Kickoff return, 17 yards.
This defense looks good.
The Chiefs will start the drive at the 18-yard line. First and 10.
Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Holding on the offense. Number 45.
It looked like he got a handful of jersey on that one.
Yeah, I thought so too. And even though you hold with your hands, so often holding penalties come from not moving your feet. And you can see here, his feet simply never were in position to make the play.
And that's a catch.
Pope makes the catch. Gain of 18 on the play.
Second and a yard.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Over.
Set. Hut.
Elects to run for the first down.
And that's just the kind of thing that this quarterback will do. He's pretty good at creating opportunities with his legs.
First
So,
and 10.
ball on the
Ball on
32-yard line.
the 32-yard line.
One back, baby, one back. Come on.
And he'll lose yardage on the play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack.
You gotta be kidding me. You can't keep letting your big money quarterback get hit like that. He's going to be out of the game. That's one of those situations the quarterback gets back in the huddle and he starts looking around at the guys like, you want to earn your paycheck today?
Keep the pressure on. Come on, baby. Keep the pressure on.
Here comes the heat. The defender tips it away. Charles was the intended receiver on the play. Bush back deep to return. And calls for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 34-yard line.
Throw a little play action at him. That'll get those linebackers on their heels.
The
It's
Saints
first and
will
10.
start the drive at the 34-yard line. First and 10.
Set. Hut.
He's looking over the top. Makes a great catch.
Quarterback blitzes are dangerous for both the offense and the defense. Obviously, when you're sending one of the defenders out of your secondary, you could give up a big play. But offensively, sometimes those quarterbacks don't see it coming, and they get hit hard.
Set. Hut.
Here's the throw. Tipped and caught.
And the worst part was, you could see the defender thought he had him covered at one time, but there's just no match for that kind of speed.
Ball on the 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Nickel right. Set. Hut.
We've talked about how important vision is to a running back, and that was a perfect example there. Not an obvious hole, but he still found it.
18-yard line.
Thomas gets 3 yards on the carry.
Your guys can smell the end zone. Give it to your back to let them finish this drive
Ball
off.
on the 15-yard line.
Hey! Set!
Well, any successful running attack requires good blocking up front, and we just saw it there.
Second and about 1 yard to go.
And we've seen so many rule changes over the years to help the passing game, but not many to help the running game. So that's a little old school football right there.
He didn't get back to the line.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. And when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
Loose ball. He scoops it up. Touchdown, Kansas City. Number 6 adds the extra point.
Kansas City is lined up for the kickoff. Roby back to return.
It's a long, high kick. Number 15 from his own 4.
Kickoff return 27 yards. Roby on the return.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use
First and 10.
misdirection and play action
Ball on the
to keep them off
31-yard
balance
line.
on passing down.
Set!
The pass is away. And that's a catch.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
First
Ball
and 10.
on the 49-yard
Ball on
line.
the 49-yard line.
Set! Hot!
Goes for it all. Brings it in for the monster gain. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Drew Brees is one of those quarterbacks that loves looking for the big play. That usually generates some exciting touchdown plays just like that one.
Set! Hot!
Hartley hits the PAT. It's now a 7-point game. Number 6 looks ready to send it deep.
Lawrence back to return.
He kicks it high and long. Lawrence takes off from the goal line. Here's a dive. He's in. Touchdown. And he adds the point after. Number 6 gets set to kick it away. He got all of this one, a high, deep kick. Thomas from his own 4.
Kickoff return 22 yards.
It's 1st and 10.
Start the drive at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Set. Hut.
He loads up for the deep throw. It's almost picked off. Henderson was his intended target.
Intended receiver on the play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Set. Hut.
There's the deep throw. The catch is made.
Dangerous for most, but not so dangerous for this guy. When you have a strong arm like this quarterback, you can take a few extra chances.
Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go.
Set. Hut.
The catch is made.
And I always thought that was one of the toughest throws for a quarterback to make. You get in there and you're so intense, and you try and put that sort of deft little touch on the ball. That's hard.
Set. Hut.
Brought down behind the line by Jackson.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Set. Hut.
The catch is made. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Set. Hut.
Hartley adds the extra point. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Saints, 59. The Chiefs, 52.
The 4th quarter is about to begin.
Number 6 looks ready to send it deep.
Lawrence back to return.
It's a long, high kick. Lawrence fields it at the 13, pushing forward.
They have time to get this done here. And I always thought it was a great situation for an offense because defenses tend to play a little more cautious here. Gives you a chance to get some momentum on your side.
1st down and 10.
1st and 10. Charles.
Yeah, the defense really sold out on the
gain
run
on the
that
play.
time. I was hoping I would see a quarterback audible there because the defense was
Ball
showing they
on
were
the
going to play the
40-yard
run.
line.
They did play the run, and obviously the quarterback didn't make the right call.
Hand off, big opening to the left.
Charles
4-yard gain.
on the run. Gain of 4 on the play.
This play might work.
Ball on the
3rd and
44-yard
6.
line.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
And gets brought down hard.
Charles.
I'm a little surprised they went that conservative.
Nice job by the defense there. And now offensively, you have a chance to not only put yourself in position to score, but maybe run out the rest of the clock as well and end this thing on your own terms.
Look out, heavy pressure on him.
A smart coach would call this one.
Screen.
He's got room on the right side. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Brown.
Loss of 6 on the play.
A smart coach would call this one.
Second down now with a long 15 to go.
45-yard line.
And he drops the short pick. Number 10 was his intended target.
This defense looks good.
3rd and 15. Ball on the 45-yard line.
The pass falls incomplete. The referee threw the flag, but was it a late hit?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 27. Automatic first
And so
down.
the defense gives up some yards after the flag.
Gus, everybody knows that football is a game of emotion, but unchecked emotion is a bad thing. You have to be able to control yourself on the football field. That's a big mistake.
New Orleans stays in its base defense even though the offense comes out with 5 receivers. The catch is made.
Holding on the offense, number 75.
And I really didn't see the hold there.
You're starting to sound more like an offensive lineman every day, Gus. You know, the reality is there really is holding on every single play, but the rule changes now allow for guys to grab within the framework of the body. You just can't reach outside that framework.
New Orleans puts 6 defensive backs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He cruises in for the touchdown.
And we've seen this offense go for the vertical stretch in the past, but now they're going for the horizontal stretch. They're really making this defense cover from sideline to sideline.
The extra point to tie this game up. And the point after is good. Number 6 gets set to kick it away.
Thomas back deep to return.
It's a long, high kick.
Time for the quarterback to earn those big bucks right now. Perfect situation. You're in control of the ball. The clock is on your side. Take your team down the field. Make a name for yourself.
Ball on their own 20.
Start the drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Look away! Look away!
They're going deep. It's complete for a big gain.
What do they say? You
On the
live by the
reception.
blitz, you
The
die by
result
the
of the
blitz.
play
Sometimes
is
they
a
try
first
to
down.
bring defensive pressure. The offensive line picked it up perfectly,
1st and 10.
and that's a big
Ball
play.
on the 36-yard line.
Hey! Set!
There's the deep throw. Makes a great catch. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown. They grab the lead.
Oh, no, there's still plenty of time left in this one. This offense has plenty of firepower to get back and win this game.
Set! Hut!
The PAT is up and good.
New Orleans is lined up for the kickoff. Lawrence back to return.
He kicks it high and low. Lawrence will take off from the 8.
Kickoff return 15 yards.
It's 1st and 10.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Charles Picks up a yard on the play.
1 yard
This
gain on the
defense
play.
might work.
Second down and 9.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Under heavy pressure. Fumble. Picks it up.
And this is a talented guy. It really is. But he does have a little reputation for putting the ball on the ground.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Ace. Set. Hut.
A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
Second down and 5 to
Ball
go.
on the 6-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Thomas picks up about 4 yards on the carry.
On the play.
Third and maybe a foot or two.
Ball on the 2-yard line.
Had a couple yards on the run,
1
but it's
yard
enough for
gain
the
on the
first.
play. First
Ball
and
on the
goal.
1.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Set. Hut.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Set. Hut.
The PAT is up and good. Number
Lawrence
6
is
looks
lined up
ready
for
to
the
send it
kickoff.
deep.
Lawrence back deep to return.
He kicks it high and long. Lawrence takes it at the 4.
Kickoff return 23 yards. The
Now we
Chiefs
have
will
a
start the
first
drive
down
at the
and 10 to
27-yard
go.
line. First and 10.
Set. Hut.
The catch is made. They hurry to the line. The catch is made.
Red.
And they will go no huddle here. He bats the ball away. Number 10 was the intended receiver on the play.
Boom. This defense will stop him for
Ball
sure.
on the 48-yard line.
Set.
Makes the catch. The Chiefs will take a timeout. And they'll have 2 remaining.
7-yard
Pope
gain
picks up
on the play.
maybe 7 with that
Third
catch.
and 3.
Ball on the 41-yard
Ball
line.
on the 41-yard line.
Set.
He's looking to run. Kansas City takes the timeout.
Number 7 on the run. 1-yard gain on the play.
Come on, we know it's coming. Let's go. We know it's coming.
This is what we like. This is what we like right here. Big play, baby. Big play. Come on. Dig down deep. Dig down deep.
Charles gets 3 yards on the catch. They hurry back to the line. The catch is made. They're in a rush, so no huddle here.
Screen, screen.
Going for the end zone. He's in for the score. He's in for the
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Kansas
Oh,
City.
my goodness, what a game.
I don't know how you forget about somebody that size, but when you have that kind of athleticism and a big body, how do you stop it?
Extra point is good. It looks like they're going to line up for the onside kick.
Kickoff return 6 yards.
It's just a one-possession game, so now you'll see this offense go into their 4-minute offense. Basically now, their job is to eat up the rest of the clock and win the football game.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. The Chiefs will take a timeout. So that was their last timeout. They're looking now at 2nd and 8.
On the 32-yard line.
Nickel, nickel.
I really thought the
Thomas with
offensive
carry.
line did a pretty
9-yard
good job
gain
picking up
on
the
the
blitz
play.
that time, but you could see the running back using his speed and quickness to get away. Good job by the back.
And he'll just kneel it here. He takes a knee. Our final score is the Saints 73, the Chiefs 66.
Kansas City 66.
So for myself and Chris Collinsworth, we'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.